investigation thing, because it's interesting to see how there's thousands of people that believe in stuff like, you know, Kanye West is a woman and stuff, Tupac is a woman. And it's also interesting how emotional they get that you don't believe it. Like, they really think, you don't see that Tupac is a woman? And it's like, no, you a sodomite. And I never, this is a culture shock to me. So I wanted to discuss it from a psychological perspective. From like not mentioning nobody's name, but the whole phenomena of this thing, like, got to be some kind of government psyop to further divide us. Look how much division this shit causes.
Yeah, that's what it is, Sanchez. So you look at it, man. It seems like it's to kill the alpha male energy, man. Because it seems like they only attacking guys who come off with an alpha type energy. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it.
It's the ultimate distraction. You know, I'm kind of using it as one of the Mandela effect type things. You know what I'm saying? It's distracted a lot of truth is straight off the important stuff, like you said.
It really is.
Man, they use what they doing is how they got Slim Thug. I'm gonna pass the mic straight to you. How they got Slim Thug in a dress, this, that, and the third. Now they trying to infiltrate the YouTube channels with the same propaganda. When don't nobody care how Hollywood dressed. Don't nobody care about how much money Hollywood got. We don't care about Hollywood. We in a natural neighborhood, and we give a fuck about people that's in front of us. Now, I could give a fuck less if Angela Bassett is a man or a woman. I don't give a fuck about no damn Angela Bassett. If she broke or rich, why would I care? I would never see this woman. She never gonna help my bills. She never gonna help my grandkids. She's not in my world, so I don't care if she's a football player. I don't give a fuck. Period.
I'm gonna tell
it causes my bro. Give me last sentence, because I'm ending it. It causes my knowledge of growing when I gotta try to figure out is Justin Bieber a woman? When I could be figuring out why the mother goddess got her tongue out, and then they turned it into a matriarchal system and made Jordan put his tongue out, and I put them together. I don't put together.
Man, you reaching, man. Don't say that about Michael Jordan, man. You reaching on that. I gotta stop you.
Hold on, wait a minute, bro. Yeah, let them, go ahead.
Thanks for having me again, man. Hey, I'm gonna shoot you an email, my brother. Respond to it, please. Everybody on the panel, check y'all next round, man. Peace and happiness to all y'all, man. It was a pleasure. And to the brother from the deep, man, tell that dude, man, I ain't on that shit. Salute to him too, man. All y'all brothers, man. Peace.
Oh, peace,
sure.
Appreciate it, and happy late New Year too, by the way.
For sure, fam. All right, y'all. All right, sir. Hey, down there in Akron, man. We gonna link one sometime, my nigga. We'll holler.
Hell yeah, straight up, man. I sit 20 minutes away. We can link tomorrow, bro. I'll come to the nearest bar, man.
He dropped off. Let me do something real quick. Let me reset the stream. To everybody in the chat room, check this out. We're gonna continue on with our normal programming and try to let all this mag shit die down. I think we gave them enough attention. And I think the people weighing in enough, y'all voices matter, and I guess shit, I ain't gonna go against the stream. You can't win when you go against the damn stream. You hit the live button, you will have 16 motherfuckers watching, and people will be like, then we tell this nigga we didn't want to hear this shit no more. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to listen to the people, you know what I'm saying?
Together pieces from Western incels and put them together to create.
What happened?
Oh my god, y'all hella dumb.
What happened?
That's the entire fuck.
What happened? God. That's tight. We just got in there.
Youngsters in my comment section. What the entire fuck? That shit is hell.
It's funny that It was just that drop in was just the laughter. I can't see what's under that. Behind there, who cares? So this is the stuff that pops up on my YouTube. Disc golf is check it out. Heading back to the Bay Area soon. Gaming. Oh, that's from I don't really watch gaming or anything. But there's a gamer on Twitch who she has Tourette's, and her name is Sweet Anita. I recommend checking out her channel. Maybe she can inspire somebody. She's really inspirational for shit, just anybody really, but I don't know, there's a lot of people who watch this stuff or this channel who have like kids, and yeah, she has like an extreme case of Tourette's, and she just kind of like, she's pretty funny and very kind of like smart at the same time, so she uses her Tourette's and just kind of works with it, and it's kind of funny. So like that's like an inspirational channel that I've seen that is not really trying to like sell anything or anything like that. It's not really connected to like any kind of new age thing. She's just playing video games and then people watch her, and sometimes she says some pretty like inspirational and deep shit. So what else is there? Dick Gregory, I just shared that. Maybe I'll play that. That'd be interesting too. I've never done one of these. I think they call them mukbang or mukbang or mukbang, where you eat while you're making a video. I think it's still rolling. Yeah, it's still rolling. And I was listening to the live, and can't really take. That's about as long as I can get into the live. Sometimes there's good flows, and then sometimes it gets off a little bit. I wasn't really interested in the transvestigation talk stuff. Wasn't really going. It just circled around kind of like a one guy, one channel, which is cool, but so it's like mukbang, like a whole like all inclusive video. So you get to see, excuse me, my YouTube channel, like what pops up on my recommended playlist, and then mukbang, and then I don't think that speaker is good enough to be like, what is it called, ASMR. I'd have to hook up the other one, but I was gonna play videos in the background, and I mean, I could set it all up, but I'm just too tired, and I just like, hopefully you can still hear something in the background. Dick Gregory, oh, I don't want to pull that down. Dick Gregory Wisdom, that's 2 hours. All this R. Kelly stuff, not interested in that shit. Unless they're talking about the entire system of pedophilia connected to the politics and Hollywood, the mainstream media, the government as a whole. The rest is just a distraction, just to make you think like, oh yeah, this is something you should be paying attention to. Ending of Black Museum explained. Alex Jones exclusive. Oh fuck, 1 day ago. Well, let's see what the hell Alex Jones is doing.
Naturalnews.com a nationwide campaign to not just educate the president, but to also educate and inform the American people.
I'm tired. I was out all day.
Of his emergency powers. Presidents since the War Powers Act of 1933 have been subsequently creating new national emergencies every year so that they could do things outside the scope of the normal Constitution and Bill of Rights. This is something that I've been critical of because it's been done by other presidents, in most cases, to sell the nation out or to undermine our national sovereignty. In the case of Trump, he's the only president since the days of Franklin Delano Roosevelt who first declared one of these national emergencies with the first War Powers Act. He's the first president to not declare a new national emergency. He's declared Texas an emergency with floods. He's declared California an emergency with fires, but those are just emergencies in that area to get emergency funds and to cut red tape. This type of a national emergency under the U.S. Code and under law is very, very cut and dry. For economic emergencies, for military emergencies, for natural disaster emergencies, but especially for border or integrity of the continental CONUS, the United States, it's absolutely 100% clear. The president doesn't just have the power to use emergency military funding outside of Congress to build a wall or put troops on the border. That's expressly in the Constitution and is the strongest emergency power that the president has going back to the beginning of the country over 240 years ago. But when you add into it millions of illegal aliens from around the world being marshaled and massed at UN bases, indoctrinated, brainwashed, and then pointed at the United States to invade the country, to implode our borders, and to bankrupt our country, and to have anchor babies that we then have to pay for, who are brainwashed by the Democratic Party against the very idea of a nation itself. What we already see happening in the U.S. is going to get a lot worse, like it's been in Europe, with over 15 million military-aged men that have invaded just in the last 6 years, again, run by the UN. So that's why it's not just the president's right. It is the president's duty to not wait during government shutdown where Congress won't pass a paltry.
That's about as long as Alex Jones can last these days in this place. So it just runs out. Just runs out. It runs out. These are kind of entertaining. Maybe I should watch these and show you guys like what it looks like so you can. Let's see, wintertime, that was a year ago. Where are they at? So I'm gonna watch this one. Man. Let me find one in San Francisco, cause I'm gonna be going back to San Francisco pretty soon. Or not San Francisco, but excuse me, to the Bay Area in Oakland, but going over to San Francisco because Golden Gate Park out there has a disc golf course out there, and I'm gonna want to be playing that fairly often. So if people want to get out there and play disc golf, let me know. That'd be pretty cool. I'll probably go out. Probably gonna end up going out there fairly often. And I think I heard there's one in Pleasant Hill too. And it's pretty positive that it's walking distance from the Pleasant Hill BART station. So as soon as I get a little bag, that's one thing. Shout out to somebody who oh man, water Something to do with water. Somebody sent a donation or a gift earlier, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if people have like disc, like if you play disc golf and you would like to help out like how the content of this channel gets produced, let me show people too. Like let me play something, because it's actually pretty cool. This doesn't have to be censored. Oh shit. Let's play another one that's different. I can't see shit. I don't want to get like, I don't want to get copyright. So this is disc golf for people who've never heard of it before. I used to golf when I was in the army, because when I was in the army I had enough money, and this was before I knew anything about anything really. I was just surviving, and I had been in the army for a good amount of time, and I keep my stuff together, so turn this down. I was in Hawaii at that time, and I was a good high enough rank, so I was getting a fair amount of pay, and I was just like, at that time actually I just finished figuring out like the ins and outs of 9/11, and I had actually called back home to I wish I could make that smaller, man. Yeah, make it smaller. And told them like, hey, I'm going like AWOL. I'm about to go to Mexico, man. I don't want to be a part of this whole world. This is ridiculous. This government world, because I was like 3 years. I had a 3-year contract, and I was 1 year in. I just found about 9/11. I was losing it, and my family kind of calmed me down. So, what I'm eating, by the way, is some ramen soup that I made. This from some ramen broth that they sell at the grocery store. Ramen noodles. And I added my own seasoning and my own, it was like some vegetarian or vegan, pretty sure it was like vegan. Some kind of like, Kung Pao chicken, something like that. Vegetarian thing. I added like half of it to the hot ramen, and that came out like tight. So yeah, this is disc golf. They got some really good places. So anyway, the reason why I was talking about Hawaii is because they got some of the most beautiful golf courses out there, and it was easy to start. I went to Goodwill and bought some really horrible, actually, golf clubs. At that time, I didn't have that much money, but I had enough money to go play. So, got some shitty clubs, and then eventually saved up some money and got some gooder clubs. Yeah, I got some gooder clubs. And I think these were the ones that I have now are still the best ones, but are still the ones that I got that were, yeah, that's the same set. But I stopped playing as much as I used to. Well, it's expensive for one thing. Another thing is that I don't really agree with the way, golfing is like wrong in so many ways. It's the whole like colonial mindset. they put golf courses around places just to like own land too. Country clubs. It's basically kind of like a new style of in some cases like the KKK. In many cases, like these clubs, like some of these clubs, like you're not welcome in some of these clubs. So that's part of it. That's not all of it, but that is part of it. Anyway, period. I don't want to be a part. Plus the chemical, the health, the way they fuck up the grass, the areas, everything's really just really bad about golf courses. So I just naturally stopped. But I recently discovered disc golf, and they have these courses just randomly all over the place. And there's a professional thing too. Let me just make this bigger so you can see it. I don't think they're gonna ping me for copyright. Oh, we're flying. So yeah, they got some really nice courses, and it's kind of like permaculture in reference to, or in comparison to golf courses. It's like permaculture, basically. You can build these courses, I think, once you start researching them. I want to do this. I want to buy some land in California and start building permaculture disc golf courses. So you can go disc golfing around there, and when you go around disc golfing, you can pick up, like, it'd be like a grocery store too. And then the people that are frequenting around there, they can keep disc golf course clean. So as soon as I get back and like tend it, and the people gonna want to go play too, because that'll be kind of like, and they're gonna want to take care of it. That's the whole point. Anyway, that's just an idea that I wanted to do. There's a lot of open space out there. You can a lot of really nice areas that are kind of just open to where you wouldn't really want to buy a home, but you could, or put a home there, but you could easily put a little disc golf course there. I don't even know if this is recording audio, because hopefully that's not blocking it. No, it should be. Yeah, should have checked it. What was it? Oh yeah, so they have these all over the place, and they're free, and you can just buy your disc, your disc for disc golf, and you can just go out to the park and then walk around and go play. It's really beautiful. And they have some really, you can see now, like these are like really like high end sort of championship sort of disc golf courses. I've never been on one of these. The ones that I've been on are ones that are like, you wouldn't even know a lot of the times. They're like in the park somewhere. And you just walk up, start on one, you shoot, your putter. You basically have a putter, a fairway driver, and a driver, a distance driver. So you can basically play a whole course with 3 discs if you're good enough. And if you want to play like just like that, I mean, easy enough, so you don't have to invest a lot of money. But then again, you have to be like paying attention to your stuff, because you could lose some discs too. But anyway, point being is that it's basically free. You can invest in. You can even go into like Goodwill. That's where, okay, cool. I never thought about that. Could you do me a favor? not a favor. If you would like to help with, kind of like the meditation process that is part of this channel's creation process, sometimes I get zone out in these videos because there's like a math to it. There's a style. There's a whole stance and everything, and I'm pretty much new. But if you would like to donate to the meditation process of this, the creation part of this channel, check out like your local Goodwill or like a good or a thrift store or something like that, and check and see if they got like a bag, a disc golf bag, or because they usually have disc golf discs in there. And you'll see them. They'll have numbers, and that's exactly what they look like. I'm not gonna put this. This is a promotion for that, but that's what they look like. They're about the size of, smaller than a little dinner plate, maybe bigger than a little. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to do with this video. I kind of bounce around all kinds of different types of videos. Now, like I said, I was slowing down on videos a little bit. I'm thinking about recently, and this is part of the reason why is because I spend a lot of my time out in the parks playing disc golf and thinking about things and creating a lot of the ideas for some of these videos. So yeah, sometimes people play and then they kind of like lose their interest or whatever, and then they'll just take their stuff and go donate it to the Goodwill because they don't want to deal with like eBay or anything. So yeah, and then email me and let me know, and then maybe you can mail it my way, and that's kind of like my next thing. I can't find too much around in certain areas where I am, but I know people who are in different areas might be near a disc golf. If you're near like an area that does this a lot, you can probably go to like any kind of close thrift store, and then they'll have people who just start it and then stop. So that'd be tight. Thank you if you are considering doing that. Yeah, Miss Jones. Yeah, you can do that too. As a trade or exchange for pieces of art. I've been meaning to email Miss Jones back. She knows who she is in reference to some of the